EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the New York Giants. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming. The Giants at 500 at 6-6. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Detroit. Bama. Timberland.
Throwing Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 52 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Jackson on second down. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
They'll run with Mitchell. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team.
It got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Paris Campbell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Giant defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And I think with as good as their coverage is, and they're also excellent tacklers, they try to keep things in front of them and either make the tackle or you have to run out of bounds because there's nowhere to go. They'll let them dink and dunk all day long.
On second down, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, there's a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, Any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Down inside the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. Flowers going to go in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. He's got room at the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1.
Go.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Once more with Mitchell. But again, they stop him behind the line. That is read well for a second straight play defensively. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that his defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. 3rd and goal, Jackson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here we go, hey.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
South salad, south salad, south salad, south salad.
Now Jones. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Second down and 6 now. They run over center with Mitchell.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Jackson. Down the left sideline. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 30 yards. And the Ravens add 6 to their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Ravens 17, Giants 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. 2nd and 6. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Why shift the crew? Timberland, 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 Timberland. Up we go.
Now Jones off the play fake. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 times.
He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 51 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. That's caught. It's Flowers. Touchdown. Zay Flowers, 37 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. All the option left, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Jackson on first down. Open man is Duvernay. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now an option play on second down. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
On third down, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. First and 10, right at the 40. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And he's got room. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Mitchell now off the option. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Another run to Mitchell. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Second and 16. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Jackson now. He's got his target. That's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Ravens 31, Giants 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Okay,
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. All the option left, it's Jones. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
On second down, here's Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, and that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Detroit Johnson.
To throw on third down. Jones able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30.
Go River.
Barkley inside handoff. To about the 26 here. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. Got to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
On third down, Barkley. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run it again with Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Cockroach, cockroach, cockroach.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. Touchdown, Giants. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about play. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
There he goes, right side. There he goes again. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 53 yards. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. It's a gain of 35.
Here we go.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, 40 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
It's complete, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the...
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Leonard Williams picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Jackson to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The Ravens on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Jackson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
In motion right, Campbell. To throw again on second down. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Adriana Lima. Adriana Lima. Adriana Lima.
Down and 11.
Here's Jones on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Ladybug, 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 ladybug.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here we go, hey.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Go, dog, dog, dog.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Up, go.
It's Barkley on the counter. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Rita. Dom Capers.
Throwing, Jones. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Barkley will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 33 yards that time.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Zay Flowers with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are on their way to a sensational 13-0 start as they extend their lead here. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun, Jones. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
down.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Chip. Biggie.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along.
And got his man complete. Touchdown. Zay Flowers, 47 yards. And the Ravens are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Ravens 52, Giants 28. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Great.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Detroit. Bama.
Back to throw. Jones. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you what. 3rd down.
Okay, here we go.
All you're thinking is, what can we do to keep this drive going to get enough yardage to move the sticks? You're certainly not thinking about taking this one almost the length of the field, but that's exactly what happens here. What a play, and what a change of fortunes.
Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Ravens, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff.